Happy Friday, everyone. It is Sharon Wilson, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. I hope you are going well. It is the 12th of May 2023 and we are going to dive into the ocean today and explore the underwater, and we're going to explore the beauty of the deep stamp set and coordinating dies today. I had a bit of a play, like when I went through the catalogue, I had a look at some of the products, and that was one of the things that actually jumped out at me. I really liked the double page spread that they had in the catalogue, which was the Beauty of the Deep bundle and the Waves of Inspiration and Waves Dies bundle. You can't actually buy those two as a bundle now, but the coordinating dies, the Waves Dies and the Waves of Inspiration stamp set, and just they go well, so well together. They're paired perfectly in the catalogue, and so I wanted to use them. I'm actually using them for my Creative Escape, which is happening next Saturday on the 20th of May. So registration closed yesterday for that, so I'm now busily preparing for all the people that are coming along for my Creative Escape, and so yeah, I've been having a bit of play with these two sets at my retreat in April, and so I came up with a number of cards, but I wanted to have a bit more of a play and have some fun and enjoy that, just creating with these stamp sets. But I'm mostly going to focus on the Beauty of the Deep today, so you can hopefully get inspired and take a look at that stamp set in the catalogue, that you can, because it's just, as I said, it's just beautiful. Something just fell behind me. What was that? Oh, blending brush. I'm surrounded by stuff today. So let me show you this set. Let's go that one. There we go. So this is the double page spread, and so very, very nautical themed. I do like these sets. Like I've actually recreated this one to a point, sort of. I've changed it up rather than just staying with this, and so yeah, I've just had a bit of a play with these and create some lovely cards for my Creative Escape. And so let's I've had a look for other inspiration online as well, and I found some other projects that I can get inspired by. So let's bring some cardstock in. So I'm going to use, I've got a couple of cardstock here today. So I've got Pretty Peacock is back. If you haven't already realised, Pretty Peacock is back in the catalogue, and I'm going to use that as my card base today. So this is a gorgeous colour that was an in colour, and then it retired, as all in colours tend to do, and then let's just come back in the colour refresh, which is lovely. I like having the colour refresh come back and bring back some beautiful colours that we haven't seen for a little while. So this one, I'm being inspired by Inky Bee Stampers for this, and so I'm having a bit of a play using her inspiration. So we're going to pull out, I should show you the stamp set, shouldn't I? That's the case for the stamp set. And so you've got this, the coral and seaweed and coral, and like a little, is that a star? Some sort of, I don't know what that is. That's a sea creature of some sort. A couple of fish, anchor, some more seaweed. But yeah, some coral and stuff. It's really, really quite cute. So I'm going to use these stamps. I've already mounted them onto blocks. So I'm going to pull over this one first. Isn't it a beautiful, deep, rich colour? leave that one for that moment. And then I'm tossing up between, I think I'm just going to go wild wheat. I was thinking pecan pie, but I'm going to go wild wheat. Let me see what that looks like. Maybe Stamped Off might be better. That's the coral. And then I want to get out my little, where is this one? This one. And I wanted to get Berry Burst. I don't know, maybe this is a bit of seaweed as well. I don't know. I don't know my sea creatures. Isn't that terrible? I'll pull my pecan pie. Is that, when you say pecan pie, does it ever remind you of When Harry Met Sally? Pecan pie. Sorry, just a bit. That's just me being silly. Alright, then the Lost Lagoon. So I'm going to bring Lost Lagoon in, and I'm going to bring in a blending brush for this. And just try and make a bit of a sea underneath. And I realised I didn't actually cut out something, so I need some Lost Lagoon cardstock. When I put my dies there. So the dies, the coordinating dies, you've got a coral, which I want to cut out, but this will actually cut out the big coral stamp. That'll cut out the really big coral stamp. You've got an anchor. This will cut out the seaweed. You've got a fish, some other little intricate seaweed bits. So yeah, it's quite cute. Reminds me a bit of there was a Stampin' die set that was had the anchor and everything in it as well, and it reminds me of that. I cannot tell you what it's called because I cannot remember. Funny that. I can't remember. Alright, so hopefully this will fit. Just get out my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And I just want to cut out this seaweed. Might need a tiny bit more actually on that one. I cut my finger earlier. This mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Lizzie? Hello, Lizzie. Are you in a break, are you? Or are you just trying to avoid schoolwork? She pops on, she makes a comment, and then she disappears on me usually. Let me just see if I can go through it. A couple of times. That's better. That worked. And then you just pop out all the little bits. And if I had take your pick tool, it'd be a bit easier. But that's okay. That's actually that was pretty easy. There we go. So I just want to probably put that there. So I'll just bring my Tombow in. Just put a tiny bit of glue in various locations to keep it in place. You don't want too much glue because it'll just come out the sides and you don't want that. Okay. And then I did pre-cut out a circle, and so I wanted to just do a little hello. So this card is very similar and pretty much I'm copying their card, really. I am copying their card, let's be honest. It's Carol Buckalow, inkybeestampers.com. Credit where credit's due. This is her design. And she does have little fish as well, but I might try and... She stamped them in black and then coloured them in as well. I wanted to bring in some pool party ribbon. So I think these three colours go beautifully. So you've got Pool Party, Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock. Those three together are just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I wonder if I can do that. Too much. I don't know. Let's try again. Let's get some... Where's my seal? I had my seal. I lost my seal. There it is. It's right in front of me. I can't see for looking. And then some of my dimensionals. Yep, Lizzie's disappeared again. What else do I want to do? I don't know if I'm going to do the fish. I think I'm going to leave the fish out. But where did I put them? Oh, they're over here. No, not those ones. Where did I put my dies? There's that one. There they are. So I've got my dies, and I could actually cut out something else as well. Do I want to cut out something else? What colours did I bring over? I think I might just leave it as is actually. Let's just leave it like that. Yep, let's leave it like that. Oops, don't lose that die. There we go. We'll go just like that one. That there. And I might just pull in some embellishments, I think. So these are the 2023-2025 in colour dots. Actually, I don't know. Oh. Yeah, let's go some little. Let's just go some of them. There we go. So that's card number 1. So it's a beautiful stamp set, and just things just come together pretty easily. I mean, you're just creating a bit of a scene, really, aren't we? Just creating a scene, and not in a bad way. I don't want to create a bad scene. So that's that one. So my next one, I think I'll do this one. So this one was inspired by one of my amazing downlines, Elizabeth Yeager, and I do have the sample. So this is the sample that I made. So this is one of the cards that you'll make at those that are coming will make at my Creative Escape. And so what I've actually used is the Bright and Beautiful paper. Yeah, it's the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper stack. It's 6x6. It's very cute, and so I'm going to utilize that sheet, and we're going to recreate this card. So I already have a circle pre-cut. So when this was out, I actually had only used the layering circles, but they've retired now, so I can't use them anymore. I've already pre-embossed with the Painted Texture 3D embossing folder, and I'm just going to chop this down to 3 centimeters. I might cut it the other way, this way. Three centimeters, and by, what was it, 10.5. Which way do I want to go? That way? That way? I'll go that way. We'll go 10.5. And then we need a piece of basic white that is 11 by 3.5. Just like that. And on this we'll do some stamping. So I'm going to keep with the Pretty Peacock with the coral, because I feel like that's Pretty Peacock in there. The coral, this coral I need to do Berry Burst. And then the fish. I'm not sure which fish I want to do. I want to do in Lost Lagoon. Upside down, but that's okay. So I need to chop them out. So that one, we'll do that one, and we'll do that one, and we'll do that one. And while I'm there, I might just stamp the anchor as well, because I'm here already, so why not? Why not just do some more chopping. So that's pebbled path, I should say. So I've got, where's my coral? There and there. My anchor. Just need to make sure I keep them lined. Keep them lined up properly. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit them all. That's a shame. Maybe I need to switch to my big machine. I'll switch to my big machine because I should be able to get it on that. Okay, let's try again. Sorry if I'm off the screen at the moment. Here we go. Let's see how I went. That's not too bad. Oh, could have been better, but that's okay. The anchor can go off to the side, that one. All right. Yeah, not too bad. All right, let's assemble. So this one, we've got the design series paper. And we're just going to pop that there. And we want dimensionals on that. You want to have a bit of stability. And then we want to bring in the circle. I'm just going to put a bit of ink, not ink, glue, a bit of glue at the top and the bottom. And put that on. And then we want some dimensionals again for this, for the seaweed. The coral. So the coral we want to have probably a bit more there. So I want to just put some glue, some seal on that one. I think I'll have it underneath the circle. And then we might put both fish in, I think. That little fishy there. And let's go that way. We might go that little fishy down there. And then, oop, I think I've run out. Yep, I've run out. I did have a spare over here somewhere, I thought. I thought I did. Hang on. There you go, I've got a spare seal. I'm not doing a sentiment on this one. I don't think it really needs it. And so you have two cards. So they're two very different cards, but they're both very pretty. So I like them. So the next one, let me see what else I want to do. That one. So this one, I'm going to bring in some basic white, the pretty peacock, and I'm going to chop this down. I'm going to chop it down to 9.5, and that's what 1 centimetre off. So let's go down to 13.8. And then I had another piece of basic white, I was sure. There they are. Let me see. I'll go back to where I was. Whoops. There we go. So this one's Amy Cook. Cardsbyacook.com, which I'm getting inspiration from. So I want to probably do, I'm going to say 9.5. I'm going to go, 9 doesn't seem right. Hang on. Let me try that again. Let's go that way. 9 that way. Whew. That could have been bad. 9 that way. And, oh, hang on. Yeah, 9. What was that one? That one's, yeah, okay. So 14. 13.4. There we go. I'll get my maths right soon. Let's stick with our, not that one, this one. we're going to stick with our same colours, but we'll bring in this one, and what we'll do is we're going to I'm copying hers and working it out as I go, so it could be quite different, who knows. Let's go a bit of not pool party, what is it? Lost Lagoon. Just a pale Lost Lagoon. And I'll need to clean that one. Where did I put my cleaner? Don't you love it when I lose everything? Oh, it's underneath my mini. There we go. Bit of glue there. Get rid of the glue. Alright. Sorry, my hands are a bit pink. I was doing a bit of cleaning of my blending brushes, and so got a bit dirty. So we got the Pretty Peacock. And that one, leave that one aside, get my Berry Burst, and I'm going to use this coral in Berry Burst, about there, quite bright. Sea urchin. Is it a sea urchin? I think I worked it out. I think it's a sea urchin. And then I'm going to get my little dots again. Just going to get rid of some of the ink off these. Squeaky. Alright, so my dots with a bit of Lost Lagoon. Oh, I do need that, sorry. Do need that again. And so I want my blending brush, and we're just going to do some blending over the whole thing again. I might get out my Pebbled Path and just add a bit of other seaweed along the bottom. Okay. blend. Where's my other little fishy? So I could put the anchor. I'd probably want to do a blend of that one just to get a bit more blue in there. So I could do my anchor. Yeah, I think I'm going to put my anchor in there. And where to put my scissors? There they are. I'm just going to trim this out pretty quickly because I think it'll be a bit quicker than just getting my die cutting machine out. Sometimes it's just a bit quicker when you just do a bit of fussy cutting. Maybe I need a bit of a different colour. I wonder how Moody Mauve would go. Let's cut that one out too. When you start playing with some of these colours, you sort of look at going, oh, that goes really well with that colour. So I just had a look at this Moody Mauve and I went, oh, that could go quite well with Berry Burst. There we go. Let's see. Because I could put him there. And I could put him sort of sitting up there and the anchor there. So let's do that. Don't forget to use the edges of your dimensionals because they're sticky too. And then I did cut out a banner. Let's see what colours I have. I'll try that one. So this is, what's this one? This is Sweet Sorbet. Let's see what sentiment I have available. I might see if I can do a happy birthday on there. I think that might work. And bring in my Pebbled Path. If you don't already know, this is one of my favourite in colours, Pebbled Path. It's a great neutral. I love it. And bring that to the end. So there's quite a few elements that are that I've used from Amy Cook, but I've also changed it up slightly, but you can still tell it's the same card. Just I've added a bit of my touch to it. So the anchor, couple of different colours, different colour fish at least. There's nothing new under the sun, so it's difficult to get something that's just your own. So now I can go, I think I might just do that, you know. She had hers off kilter, but off centre, but I think I like mine straight. I think I just like mine when it's straight. Ah, no. Strong adhesive. There we go. I think I'm going to leave it with those three today. Let's move that out of the way and do a bit of tidying up. So these here are my cards that I've just created, just those three today. I'm really liking them. I had designed some other cards for my creative escape, but now I'm sort of wondering whether I do this one and this one. But I don't know. I like them. I've lost my cleaning thing again. Oh dear. I just keep losing it. Right, I'll find it and I'll clean up afterwards. Once I'm finished. It takes me a little while to get myself sorted and cleaned up. But they're the cards that I've used. So as I said earlier, it's the Beauty of the Deep stamp set and dies, coordinating dies, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. You can create some gorgeous cards with this bundle. So I'd recommend getting it. I believe it's $91.75 for the dies and the stamps together. Obviously you don't get the circle dies, it's or the frame or anything. I've actually used the stylish shapes for them. But you can definitely get the bundle of the stamps and dies for the Beauty of the Deep. This stamp is actually from the Tropical Leaf. That's the Tropical Leaf stamp, and this one is from the Waves of Inspiration, the Happy Birthday. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a crafty weekend planned. Don't forget, I won't be here next Friday. I will put up a video, but I've got to do a production job with my husband next week, so I'll be off doing that on Friday. And I'll hopefully post something on Friday morning about 10 o'clock, so you can watch it, or I might go live a bit earlier. I don't know. I may go live on Thursday. Who really knows? It can't be 10 o'clock because I've got to drop my daughter off at flute, so it doesn't work either. I don't know. But I hope you have a lovely weekend, and if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day. If you're not a mother, I know Mother's Day can be a really hard time for some people. So just enjoy the people around you that there are those mother figures in your life. I lost my mum when I was quite young, so I've had numerous different mother figures around me throughout my whole life, and so it's been a joy to learn from those amazing women throughout my life, and they've come into my life at certain stages when I've needed them, and they've gone out again, but there's always one around somewhere that I can speak to. And yeah, so it's Mother's Day can be quite difficult for a lot of people, so I hope you do have a lovely Mother's Day. Spoil those amazing women that are in your life, and I will see you in a couple of weeks' time. It'll be after my creative escape, and I'll hopefully share some news about what my next event will be. I know I have a retreat in October, but I'll share my next events coming up very soon. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.